Hey guys. Trust me, I feel like going off like immediately. Because yeah, I think some of you guys know why. And this is gonna be drama. And this is why I don't watch the BS, because I get mad when people lie and exaggerate and turn things that are nothing into something huge. Dude, I am so done with you, Purple. I am so done. I'm gonna wait here a second. You fucking bitch. You talk to me like I'm a child, and you talk to people in condescending ways. When Tabby's asking to come up on panel, what do you expect? It causes freaking bullshit. Are you serious? You talk to people like, oh wait, like you try to act like you're fucking a queen of something. It's YouTube. Get over it and get a life. It's nothing. It's not that big a deal. Sorry, guys. I'm talking in response to a live going on right now, so many of you might be very confused. But this is about Purple Knight's live right now. And let me just tell you how dirty of a person she is. I was just on the phone with Tabby. I read that exact message to Tabby, and I have it recorded. You guys know that every single fucking call I have is recorded. So guess what? We're going to listen. I'm so tired of the lies. I just read that exact message to Tabby on the phone. Like seconds. I was on the phone with her when Purple started the live. She was afraid that her messages were going to be shared by Purple because of things she said. I go, Tabby, tell me right now. If you said anything about me, just get it out. Tell me it's okay. We'll deal with it. It's fine. If you've been, just tell me. Like what you're afraid of. It's okay. I told her everything I told her I talked to Purple for like 2 hours the other day. I sent her and went over my screenshots of everything I sent to Purple. It was nothing. She's making it into a bigger deal. I did tell you, wherever Tabby is.
But like she did with Ziggy's text, I didn't even show Ziggy's text messages.
Yeah, but you asked me to. You freaking purposely tried to. You were like you just did, Purple.
Funny thing is Frosty knew everything.
Listen to how she's talking. She's talking so condescending.
Before. So
Tabby seriously needs to start being honest, 100% honest of what she's really saying, and stop pussyfooting around up there. Just tell her exactly the way you were telling it to me on the phone. Stop. Just to be honest. 100%. Don't like pussyfoot around. Just tell the truth. And the way that freaking Tabby's up there just sitting, I just got off the phone with her and told her all this. She's trying to act like I didn't read that message. Yes, I did. I have it recorded. I need her to come up here so I can see if she's okay with me proving that I read that exact message to her. Sorry, guys. I'm pissed. I just can't take a liar. I'm not going to sit there and her talking to me like I'm a child, and she's going to sit there and I'm going to sit there and just listen to her fucking talk shit about me while I'm just sitting there waiting like I'm a child? No, that's not how it goes. You're sitting there freaking making things worse. There was no problem. You're causing issues again. People are texting me like, why is Purple live about this again? I don't understand. Oh, God, guys, this is why I can't watch this shit. I didn't think it was going to get into, like, to that point. That's why I thought it was safe to watch. I was on the phone with Tabby when I told her when she was sitting there typing in chat of purples. Tabby needs to be honest. Hold on, let me text her. She needs to come over here and fucking tell the truth. Exactly what I told her. And I'm done with Purple. I'm done trying to work things out for her. I thought it was over with. So I just texted her. Let me tell you guys what exactly happened and how dirty Purple is, okay? She does not play nicely, okay? When she gets mad, which I didn't do anything to her, by the way, that warranted this. When she got all mad and got into it with J. Marie and all of them, somehow she started getting paranoid and thinking that I was in on it and stuff. She's taking out something that Tabby dropped in my freaking Discord that I didn't even see out on me just because it was my Discord. Like, really? I didn't say that. And all she did was show a little piece of your guys' messages. Are you serious, Purple? She is playing, well, she's playing Tabby, but Tabby also needs to freaking come over here and be honest. Just freaking be honest. That's why I was like, you're going to sit there and just talk shit about me. If you're going to sit there and talk about me, let me up on a panel. And then sit there and talk to me like, I mean, come on. What do you think's going to happen if you talk to me like that? That was so fucking rude. And I said, OMG, Purple, because you're going around telling everybody and texting Tabby that you don't understand why Six Ups people are in your chat and you aren't friends with them and you don't want anything to do with them. But you freaking, as soon as one of them get timed out, which is her Six Up son, you freaking stop the show. You're like, who timed out JBT? Like, you made the biggest deal like you guys were BFF. Why are you fucking, like, playing? You're not being honest. You're doing things behind the scenes that sound really shady. How is it that your whole chat, you have, like, all the Six Ups people in there and her son sitting there clapping you on and you're all about it, but yet you're telling Tabby that you don't want anything to do with them. But yet the second somebody times JBT out, and you get mad at Julie, which I'm sure he deserved it, you stop the show. It looked shady as hell. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm fucking mad. I'm so sorry that I'm this mad. I don't get this mad that often. That's why I said, oh my God, Purple, what WTF? That's why I said it. We could have worked it out. Had you let me up on the panel, I could have explained it, because you don't understand the context of a message in chat and how I meant it. When I'm sitting here trying to type what I mean, it's better for me to come up there and explain it to you so you don't sit there for several minutes and talk shit and make things so much bigger than they were before you let me on panel. Because look what you caused now. Who all saw that mess? Anybody want to come up here and freaking vent to me with that? Because I need some people that fucking understand what just happened. Purple. You're sitting there acting baffled, like you don't know why this is continuing, when you're the only one that has gone live since the incident that where we thought we worked things out. But you start acting like on your next live, like it didn't get worked out, but now you want to say like, oh, I thought things were fine. I thought things were worked out. Okay, then why are you going live about it? You're talking about you said, oh, well, that's since this whole Discord thing was where that was dropped in Discord. That you're a Discord that you're not supposed to see. Are you serious? Tabby, on the phone.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. What?
I read that exact message to you on the phone.
Yes, you did.
Why didn't you tell her?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I told her that we had talked and you had told me everything.
No. Listen, I did not read that one to you. I told you I read that message. Why didn't you stop and be like, yes, she showed me that? You sat there and said she did give me, but not that one is what you said. And then you're like, wow, when she said 30 messages. You know she's exaggerating. That's not true. I will show it all right now.
The little one I told you was cropped out?
The one that she was reading, and then you said I did not read it or tell you about that one? Yes, I did. It wasn't even a big deal. I told you, I freaking texted her and told her, like, oh my God, why is Tabby saying that you guys are surprising her, that you're not talking? I told you that on the phone right before you went on her panel.
Okay, I'm sorry. She was freaking...
Yeah, but you were like, make me look back like you had no idea.
I didn't do it on purpose.
We were talking on the phone when you went up there. I had just got done reading that, though.
Oh.
I think the only part, maybe you, I don't know. I told you. I have our conversation's probably recorded. My phone automatically records. I had to manually turn off my recording because I promised Purple I wouldn't record our phone call.
Right.
Our phone call's probably recorded. I could probably play it back and show you. I told
Ziggy.
you. We talked about it. We told each other I told you, let's get it out now. I said, didn't I? I said, if there's anything that you sent Purple because you were afraid that Purple would share our conversation or her conversations with you, and you were afraid you might have said in there that might piss people off, you know?
Yeah.
I said, if there's anything in it, just let me know. We can handle it.
Right. And I read you that one part.
Right. And I told you exactly. I kept saying, like, I told you things during my conversation with Purple, I told you things that I showed her. I said I showed her proof of things I was saying and I told you I was worried what you were telling Purple to make her think that I left you out to dry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I showed her screenshots of where I had told you to stop watching Six Up. I had told you I'm fine. I don't need anybody watching. I had told you, please, I told you all this because I wanted you to be prepared. And then you get up there and you act like you had no idea what she was talking about.
No, I said the little message that I knew that somebody else had sent to her. I wasn't talking about that one because we did talk about that. But I can't get it right now because I'm afraid I'll drop. Because it's on the phone I'm using.
The one that she read while she was on her panel that you said, no, you hadn't heard that one. Where you were like, she said that? Or she said that? You acted surprised. I just talked to you about it. It wasn't even a big deal.
No, she said...
She's making a big deal out of nothing. Hold on. It was this message that she just read to you that you acted like you had no idea about. Let me find it.
I was talking about a totally different message because we had talked about the fact that I knew who sent that message. So I was talking about a totally different message.
You read this message that I read to you, and right away you acted like you had no idea what she was talking about. She read this. She said, "Oh my God!" She's telling. This is what I said to her. I said, OMG, she's telling everyone on her live that you're not talking to her anymore. And I asked her if she was sure, and she said, yes, she's sure. And Heidi tried telling her that you're with your mom. And then you said, oh my God, she's the one that said that?
Because she said that
Bad. I told you that.
we were talking about the smaller message that I haven't put out. Because I had just read that message
Reading
that
it, though. She read
hold
it.
on, I may drop. Hold on.
Okay.
Because I don't need to be freaking yelled at like a little kid.
Abby, we were just talking about this. You acted like you had no idea. That's why I wanted to come up there.
This is the fucking message.
That I supposedly said, that she said I said?
Yes.
Okay, read it. What is it?
No, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of this bullshit.
Well, that's why I wanted it up on panel. So we could, because like now it's going back and forth. You know what I mean? Like if we were all up there, we could just like just settle it. But she wanted to talk to you like you're a freaking child, and then you had to wait and sit there and wait to get a link while she aired out all her fucking. Well, she sat there and got all her ups, like she was her aggression out first. Then she let you out after she talked a whole bunch of shit. Then she let you up. Don't you think that's messed up? You asked for a link, and then I asked for a link, please, because my messages she was turning into something more than they were. And then she talked to me like I was a freaking child and tried to tell me I could wait, and that Tabby had to wait. Like we're in some kind of freaking elementary school. Well, let's just get this talked out. So what'd she do? She sat there and continued to talk shit instead of letting me up there and made things to what they are now. They did not have to get to that point, is what I was saying. Now she made them into something way bigger than it was. We need to all be up there. I don't understand. It's like we need to all talk together because it's making it seem like people are talking behind people's backs. The only message that I sent to her that said OMG in front of it.
I knew about the one you just read to me. It was the smaller one that I had just read to her. And she said, you know who sent me that? You know who sent me that? Ziggy.
Which
Did
one?
you know? I just texted it to you.
Okay.
I had read it.
Yes,
and
that's the message I just read, Heidi. I just read that. That's exactly what I just read. That's the same message. Do you have another YouTube
open? No.
Because it sounds like it.
No, I have the TV in the background. I'll mute.
You just sent me this message. You said, oh my God, she's telling everyone on her live that you're not talking to her anymore. And I asked her if she was sure. And she said, yes, she's for sure. And Heidi tried telling her that you're with your mom. That's the exact one that I just told you.
Yes, you did just tell me about that. The one I just sent you. Hold on.
Come on. We talked about this. I told you everything that could possibly upset you that I talked to Purple about. I'll get over this, Tabby. I'm fine. I'm just irritated because I just got done talking to you about that. And you went up there, and after she read that message, she was like, did she read that one to you? Like talking like she was just thought she had hit some kind of jackpot. Like she was going to reveal it all. And you sat there and goes, oh my God, she did? No. I just got done talking to you about it. Like we were on the phone, like then. I just read that message to you.
Okay.
But that's why I wanted to get up there. Why didn't you say, like, hey, let her up here so we could just, you need to speak up a little bit. Like, we have to get this sorted. This is ridiculous. Like, I'm tired of people in there in the chat. Then oh my God, dude. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. I'm sorry that I upset her, but we were on the phone for like over an hour. I was sitting there telling her everything I talked to Purple about, everything I sent her, and she's just acting so like she has no idea. And it's making things worse. I don't know why she dropped. I don't even feel like I was I mean, yeah, I have an angry voice, but it's just irritating. Like and like just freaking, I don't understand why there's this miscommunication that doesn't even need to be there. I don't get it. I told her everything. And she acted like she had no idea. Hold on, I'm going to share the link. Thank you so much, Amara. Sorry, guys. I'm not seeing the chat. It's just like, it's so upsetting. It's just like so irritating. Is there still an echo? Yeah, I am, Tracy. I'm just frustrating that this, like Purple. I was frustrated that Purple went live after our panel. I was. She went live the next day and talked about it again. It was done. And she's like continuing. And just like making things bigger and bigger. And then she sent a freaking message from my Discord by Heidi. And I mean, Heidi, I'm not really mad at you, but I'm irritated because it's continuing it. It's just like, we knew it was from you because your freaking font is different than everybody's. So I knew it was yours when I saw the screenshot. I don't get it. It wasn't even that bad. The screenshot, what Tabby shared in my Discord that I was just sent a little bit ago, like a couple hours ago, wasn't a big deal. But Heidi screenshotted it and sent it to Purple, and Purple just like freaked out and was mad because Tabby shared that. But because it was my Discord, I guess she's also taking it out on me. Like, it's just it's like not even a big deal. But besides that, just about, she's up there saying she thought things were over with or squashed. Well, we did too. Everybody did. But you went live the next day. This is not the first time you've gone live about this. You've discussed this every day since. It doesn't make sense. And then talk to me like that. You can't talk to people like that and expect them not to freaking get upset with you. Like, who do you think you are, Purple? Do you want people to know exactly the kind of person, what you fucking did? So let me just show you guys what I get the other day. You know how she said something like she was going to try to strike me? Yeah, she struck me. But yet, here, let me show you something. Let me show you how dirty this chick is. And also, Purple, you have no reason to be mad at me. I didn't do anything to you for you to strike me. I didn't deserve that. But then you're sitting there messaging Tabby that you're freaking done with me and Jay Marie, and you never be cool with us again. Like, what the hell? I thought everything was fine. Like, you're making things into something that does not need to be happening. Hold on, let me find this. And there's a link if anybody has any comments on this situation, because I mean, whether it's in for me or against me, let's talk about it. Let's see. This would have been. I wasn't going to sit there like a child while she freaking sits there and continuously bashes, gets out her freaking frustrations about issues that don't fucking exist, and then just pile this dirt on top of each other to make a mountain out of something that just does not exist. You made it worse. You're sitting here going like, I wonder why this is happening. But you are the one that keeps going live about it. You cannot be that dumb. Like, seriously. let's see, that would have been. Then she's texting Tabby saying that oh she wanted to tell Tabby, like warn Tabby that Six Up's people were in her chat and she had no idea, and she just wanted her to know she's not friends with them and that she's friends with her. And then tonight, I don't even know what JBT said to get timed out, but that was not the point. The point was Purple's reaction to her being timed out, or to him being timed out. Julie Applewhite timed JBT out because of something he said, which I'm sure was rude and causing problems. Freaking Purple, I mean, she just stopped the whole freaking show because JBT was, who is Six Up's son, was timed out. Like, she like threw it. She's like, who timed JBT out? And she was like, oh my God, she just had like the biggest fit about it. And it was like, are you serious? This is just proving what everybody's thinking. Wow. And that's why I said, oh my God, WTF, Purple, that's what I meant. Okay, we got a few people up here. Let me. All right. We got several people up here right now. I'm just covering the screen until I know for sure who everybody is. I know that Tabby is Tabby. I just don't know who, if that's really Stormy and
Yeah, it's me. Sorry, I have a
Jam,
cold.
is that
So
you?
it's me.
Maggie. I don't know who Maggie is or what her name is on the YouTube. Oh, you're up there? I'm up there. It's Blanca. Is this one your one? This one you? Oh no, we can't hear you. If that is Blanca. Anyways. Oh, it's not you, Blanca? Well, I don't know who Maggie is. They're not saying anything.
Drop Maggie.
Okay. Maggie, what's your YouTube name on here? I don't know why we can't hear her. I know, Jenny Penny. All right. Anyways, Tabby, why did you drop? Because I'm sorry, I don't mean to upset you. It's just frustrating. I don't understand. It did not have to happen like that. And I'm not blaming. I'm mad at freaking Purple. Like, I'm irritated because that you didn't speak up and just tell. Like, I did tell you.
You did. I'm telling you that. I was upset when I went up on Purple's panel.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
And I didn't realize.
Sorry, I know that I was upset. It's just like so irritating the way Purple is being. Like, I mean, that's not normal, Tabby. Like the way that she was talking, like was sitting there making you like wait like a child when she's sitting there, you know, just getting out all her frustrations about you while you sat there and had to just listen to it. That's not okay. That's not a friend. And then I was, you know, if she wants to get along, she wouldn't be doing these lives right now. That doesn't make sense.
That's what I told her. And she said she's only done one live about me and one live about you. You don't need to do a fucking live when you have an issue with someone.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what and I don't know, maybe you were confused or something, but that message she read you, I did talk to you about.
Yes, you did. And I told you in your chat.
I was just telling her, like, because I was confused because you were saying that you were on your live and you were saying that Purple wasn't friends with you anymore, and I just wouldn't talk to you anymore, right? And I was confused. So I asked, so I then messaged her and I'm like, is this true? Why? I was like, why? I thought maybe it was something I caused because I had just talked to Purple on the phone. I'm like, oh my God, I hope I didn't, and she said, and she didn't say, like, she was like, no, I'm at bingo. So I was like, so yeah, I don't understand. I mean, it wasn't even a big deal. I just told her what you said. It wasn't, I don't understand why she's acting like it was something so bad.
No, and I didn't realize that was the message she was talking about. I was looking at my
I know, but
messages.
your reaction, you acted like surprised, like it was something really bad. It wasn't even bad.
It wasn't bad, no. Because like I said, I didn't even know she was out with her mother.
Like it was something really
You're the
bad.
one that told me that. And I told her, I said, we had just talked on the phone.
Yeah.
I didn't tell her we were talking on the phone
That's
during
why I
the
wanted
live.
to go on the panel, just to remind you, like, hey, like I did tell you about that.
Tabby, you have a horrible echo. Like a horrible.
It's
Oh,
Tabby.
Can you guys hear me?
Who is it?
Maggie.
Yeah, there is an echo. I don't know who it's coming from though.
It's
I think it's
Tabby.
coming from Tabby.
But she's muted. Let me.
Yeah, I'm
No,
muted.
Oh, is
it-
it Julie? Julie, I just muted you for a second, Julie. Let me see. Let me unmute Tabby again to see how bad it is. Oh, she has to mute herself. It looks like. Okay, so
Okay,
So can you
Talk
guys hear
again.
me yet?
yeah, we can hear you. We just kind
Oh, okay, cool.
is there still an echo?
yeah, it's like
yes,
it is.
yes, there is.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know what it is, but it's. Do you have another device? It's like you could hear echo. It's like you got something open in the background.
I don't though.
Are you on a phone?
Yeah.
That's why. Do you know how to see all your tabs you have open on your phone?
Yeah, I just don't want to drop myself again.
Well, you
Let me
have
see.
to. Yeah, it won't do that. You just have to hit the button. Well, on mine, if you have an Android, you would hit the 3 lines at the bottom left, and you need to close all tabs that have to do with YouTube.
Close all tabs. Maybe I don't know how to do that. Let me
Don't hit close all tabs. It will close out this one. I think.
Would that be under
No,
history?
it will. You can hit close all tabs. You can hit the button close all tabs.
Well, I don't see that one. I see
I think it's
history
better now.
download.
Well, no, let me see. You have to. Do you have an Android?
Yeah.
Okay, in the bottom left, do you see 3 lines when you are on full screen?
No, I
Like
see the 3 lines at the top.
lines?
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Yeah, I think it's better. Oh no, it's still here. Are you? So you close all tabs? Oh, she dropped. Okay, there's Julie. So that's why I was just saying I wanted to go up on panel is because I had explained like, hey, Tabby, I actually did freaking say this stuff to you. And Purple, the way she was talking, is like she had some like something gold, and like I was talking so much shit. Like,
Is this better?
I don't. It's like, hold on, unmute. There is some. It always sounds like I don't know. It always sounds like you're outside or is louder.
I am outside.
No, it's echoing.
Okay, I'm gonna drop and come back up on my other phone. I'll drop and come back up on my other phone.
Okay. Well, Mrs. T, I don't think you're really worried about passing a message to me to be nice. Actually, you're always talking shit. Heidi was, I was done with Heidi first. So, and I think she feels like she's done with me because, well, I mean, she's the one that betrayed me, not the other way around. So she's the one causing problems by sending people screenshots. Like, it doesn't make sense. I didn't do anything to her. She's stirring the shit.
Hey, Ziggy, may I ask what exactly is going on?
Can I say something?
Yeah, Purple went live.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 second. Purple went live again about the same stuff again.
Oh, about
Like she keeps talking about it. It was supposed to be fixed on that live that you were on last time, you know,
yeah,
that we
yes,
went up
yeah.
on. It was supposed to be fixed. And she keeps going live about the situation and making it into something that's not. Go ahead, Maggie. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching that and all I could think was, oh my gosh, Ziggy needs to go live because I don't say much,
Yeah.
but oh my gosh, that was something.
It was
And
horrible. Like she
it
was talking to me
was.
horribly. I was.
And then the way like she's like,
She was
"Oh,
very
Tabby, but
condescending.
you're my friend." And then but let me show you all these screenshots that are going to upset you and hurt you. Like what was that about?
It was her voice, the voice she was talking. I was like, she was acting like she had gold, and in the way she was reading the message to Tabby was
Yeah.
like she was reading something that was just like so like shocking. And when she read it wasn't even bad. And then I think
No.
that's what confused Tabby is because the way she read it, like it was so shocking and bad. And Tabby's like, she said that, and I'm like, I just read that same message. Of course, I didn't read it in that tone that Purple had. But it wasn't even a bad message. All I was asking Purple is like, oh my God, Tabby is saying that you're not talking to her anymore. What's going on? Or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it all
is that
is
true? That's all I was
Tabby needs to
asking.
watch out. She needs to be careful. I just get a bad feeling from the whole situation.
It's just, I'm
And
sorry.
stand
Like,
up for herself.
I
Stand
know.
up.
That's why I
Push a
wanted to
big
go
girl
up
pants on.
there. It was going to get confusing. It's going to keep going and going and going. Like if she would have just let me up on the live. And the reason why I said, oh my God, was, and and she's like, what, Ziggy? What did I do now? It's like, you're sitting there, she stopped the show, and while she's like texting people and telling that she wants nothing to do with Six Up, and she's not friends with her or friends with her people, and she doesn't understand why they're coming around, but yet it sure does not look that way when you freaking stop the whole show and make the biggest deal because JBT. Hey, Julie, what did JBT say that made you time him out?
He said deflection.
Yeah, I was curious about that too because
And I'm sorry.
I'm not
I
even sure
took
who
that
all
as
Six Up's people
posturing.
are and all that.
Huh?
But I'm not even sure who all of her people are.
Well,
But
JBT is Six Up's son.
yeah, well, and if she's such good friends with Tabby, once again, then like why
That's
are
what I'm
we
saying.
having
It's
people who
odd.
are attacking her in our chat? Like it's just childish and yeah. We're
If
all
she's
grown
really
ups.
wanting to fix things with me and Jay Marie and all them, obviously, it's going to look odd that if she's like making like these, it seems like she's making like friends with these people and like stopping the show and mad at Julie because so what, Julie, she said what? She said deflection or something like that.
He said deflection, and I immediately picked up on it and thought it was pot stirring to stir up everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
And
was it towards, or it was towards,
I'm not sure who
Abby?
it was towards, but I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, and you probably didn't even know who that was. You probably didn't even know JBT was
I
Six
know
Up
who he
son.
is. Oh, yes, I know who he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Aisha.
He doesn't like me.
Well, I don't think he likes me either because he always tells me he's going to pray for me, and I was like, no, please don't.
That's what I told him, and he said I was disrespecting him.
I'm not trying to disrespect. I am just choosy.
We're just everybody's trying to fix things, and when people's in the chat like trying to stir up issues, and Purple knows that. Like, what, she can't be dumb. She cannot think that Purple's people actually want to be friends with her because they think that, like they like her or something. Come on. As soon as me and Tabby, they sniffed out that they thought me and Tabby were having issues, they were right there in Tabby's chat. You know what I mean? Constant, oh, we're right here. As soon as Sassy got up, was I don't know why she was commenting on the stuff that she was, but as soon as she started to do what she started to do, they immediately were like, Sassy, if you would like to talk, we're here for you. Email me and let me know. you know, 'cause they're
Creepy.
like trying to get content, and they go right there. They all fall for it. And then Purple, as soon as that issue with the whole all this issue happened, when she started speaking out about me, here's 6 of people coming, and she seriously cannot think that it's anything good. But she knows how they've treated Tabby and the things that they've said. So even
Oh,
if
but
she's
don't judge her by who she hangs out with. Like,
I didn't disrespect
oh
JBT,
my gosh.
and I'm
She was
not.
all upset that people were judging her by who she hangs out with. So,
I'm not a
well,
mean person.
Ida,
You are the company you keep.
yeah, there you go.
Ida, what do you mean who disrespected JBT? I think she was talking about Tabby, but I don't understand why you think that.
Tabby didn't disrespect him either.
No, you timing him out. I mean, people need to take accountability. It's
I didn't
so
remove
irritating.
him. I just timed him out, and then I said, I don't want the wrench anymore.
Sure, but I just wanted to hop up here and say, yes, I saw it. And
I appreciate that, Maggie. I appreciate like you
and
coming
usually I
up
have to
here.
watch. Yeah, usually I have to watch the replays while I'm at work.
I know,
So
and
Thank you,
I'm glad that there's people who understand why I was so angry when I came on here.
oh, I was worked
I was
up
like,
too.
what the
I
heck?
was like, go live, Ziggy, go live. I need to talk about this one too, just because I seen it and I'm awake. And
Oh my God.
so
That was not somebody who wanted to work things out. She was
no,
trying to continue it. It was unreal.
no, that was ridiculous. But
I mean,
and it won't stop. I mean, it's not gonna stop tonight, you know.
and I wasn't mad at freaking, oh, JBT, you're welcome to come up here too and explain your stuff. We say he. We call you he. Stop trying to freaking turn it into something freaking bigger.
Hey,
JBT, come on. I say
Alrighty, have a good night. I'll be watching.
Sorry.
You're all right. Bye.
May I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
But I am going to say, Julie Applewhite, her intentions are not nefarious at all.
No.
I know that.
Julie is amazing. She's like the best mod out there.
No, I don't know how to do anything.
Julie, you always make me feel so welcome.
I think that's what upset me when I was over at Purple's is when she yelled at Julie for timing him out. That's not fair. It's not okay. But I do want to say one thing, and I'm just like somebody that watches everybody, and I try to stay out of the drama a lot, even out of Discord. But I feel like there's something going on underneath, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And it sounds like, I'm going to be very honest.
Yeah, please.
Like,
honest.
I feel like you talk to Tabby, and then you talk to Purple, and then like there's like this. The three of you guys are talking to each other, but not talking
right.
with each other. And I feel like once drama starts, Tabby gets really upset, and so a lot of people surround her because she starts crying, gets really upset, and then Purple gets upset, and then you're upset. Like, it's a lot to watch.
That's why I wanted to go up there and freaking be like, this is crazy. Like, this is being made in some, and that's also why I talked to Purple on the phone, because I wanted to be, I talked to Tabby about this. I told her exactly what I said, because in case Purple repeat it and try to make it seem like she just did. Okay. And that's why I said, that's why I told her, show it. I don't care. Show what I sent you, because I just got done telling Tabby, anything that could have been taken, possibly negative. And so when I talked to Purple after that panel that we had, soon after a few hours, I said I need to talk to her because I was worried I told Tabby this. I said, Tabby, is there something that, like, did you vent to maybe Purple and make her think, like were you venting to her about me and stuff? Is that why she's, and it's okay. Like, you vent to friends, like people get mad, friends get mad at each other, but I was just kind of didn't know, me and Purple didn't talk much. So I didn't know where she was getting this, the things she was saying. And so I wanted to talk to Purple just to see where she was coming from. Okay.
Right.
And I told her, she was saying like, oh, Tabby said you didn't even apologize or something about, okay, there is a lot. She made it seem like, I don't know. It was kind of like what I thought, but she didn't show me proof of that. I was the only one to show proof of what I was saying. And it was nothing negative about Tabby at all. It was actually just showing things, my comments and stuff. It wasn't, Tabby talking about Purple. Tabby didn't talk bad about Purple to me. Okay. So I was just showing her like that she's not quite right on some things that she was saying. And I was just wondering where she got it from. But I also talked to Purple and I said, why did you lie and say that you, or why did you exaggerate on the doxing thing? You acted like it was on purpose and stuff. She's like, I was just mad. I'm like, I didn't, you acted like you told everybody I laughed and everything. And that's not at all how it happened. I didn't do that on purpose. Like, I would never do that. She just sits there and she doesn't say anything. She has so much shit to talk when she's up on a panel by herself. But as soon as somebody comes up there and talks to her about it, she just like sits there and she doesn't, I don't understand. I'm glad she lets people talk, but the thing is like you had so much shit to talk beforehand, and all she does is like, yeah,
Yeah, I see that all the time. I agree with you. And what she does over there too is now allowing the other creator that's caused a lot of issues, all of her people in chat, shows that she really doesn't care to move forward with your friendship or Tabby's friendship.
Right. She doesn't care about fixing things. She told people she doesn't want to ever really fix things with me. Even after that whole panel, she was telling people that. So I knew about that. And I thought, but I kind of was like, okay, there's like, she's friends with a couple people who might be in her ear or whatever. But, and then she just kept going live after that panel, like every day. And she's still discussing. She'd have panels and people coming up and talking about it. It's just like, why is she doing that? Talk about something else. It just seemed like she was trying to continue something that we were all over.
But James, I think that you think that you were over, but and I'm sorry, Tabby, I know you're up here. Tabby wasn't over it because she was still in communication with Purple and still having go back and forth. And that still brings you into it somehow.
That was the point I was going to make. And again, Abby, but you when you start crying most of the time, and people start feeling for you, and then they end up okay, well, maybe there's something more going on, so they start looking into it, and then they find out that there is or is not. I'm not saying there is, but I'm just speaking a fact. Pretty much every panel I've been on with you, you start crying about what happened. It's
it's okay.
Wow.
She knows that. She knows that she's sensitive. She'll be
okay.
fine.
But I'm not trying to make her drop panel. I wanted to see her respond. I'm trying not to be mean. I don't think I was. I was just stating.
No, you were trying to. I know, but she's sensitive right now because you were just trying to explain why. I don't think you were being mean at all. It's
why shit goes on. That is why shit goes on.
Yeah, and
I think that Tabby has a big heart, and she tries to be loyal to everyone. And you just can't do that.
No,
you have to be able to speak your mind.
Yeah,
I don't think she likes confrontation.
No, of course not. Yeah,
I'm like that. A lot of people don't like confrontation, but sometimes we create it by trying to avoid it.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
Purple was up there saying, "Oh, like, oh, I was over this until, she acted like she was over it." And then she's talking about like she was sent a screenshot out of a Discord that she's not even a part of. That she was not supposed to see. That wasn't even bad about her, but suddenly she blew it up into like way more. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why Heidi is mad at me about that because she's the one that did it and sent it to Purple.
Hey,
I wasn't. I mean, and it just keeps stirring things, stirring the pot, and it makes everything bigger than it really is. It's not a big deal.
hey,
Well, and it's
can
not.
I?
And I will. Sorry, go ahead, Frank.
I'm sorry. Can I reply to Tickle? She said, Tabby might think I'm insensitive. No, I'm not insensitive. I'm I'm looking at it in a logical view. I'm not okay. If that's insensitive, then I guess I am. But I'm really not because I like Tabby. I think she's cool. I don't have anything against Tabby.
No,
Nothing
and
at
this
all.
isn't, we're not saying it's Tabby's fault at all. So it's just, I mean, I just wish she would speak up a little bit more, like how, just like what we say to one person, I mean, I don't know. I feel like my truth is the same no matter who I'm talking to. Now, sometimes I might be a little bit more open with certain people, like I'm closer to and stuff, and tell them a little bit more. But I never just go from, change what I say depending on who I'm talking to. And I do, and I don't know, but I'm not saying it's Tabby's fault. I just feel like that's why I wanted to go up on panel when I was hoping she should have let Tabby up there from the second that she wanted to link because it just kind of kept things like going when it didn't need to. She just got, continued to voice her anger and make it more and more and more. And she kept saying more hurtful words and making it worse and worse and worse. And then she wanted to get that all out before she let Tabby out. Okay. Or let Tabby up. And then they got talking about me because I saw what had happened in the chat where she blew up about, about blocking Julie. I didn't think that was fair. First of all, and I didn't like that, how she treated Julie. I also thought it was shady behavior on Purple, and it seemed very odd and did not match what she was telling other people about her, how she felt. And so I just figured we should be honest. Be honest. The fact you're telling others that you don't want anything to do with 600 people, but you're trying to act like you're like their BFF, like while they're there. So it's very odd. Like it's like she's telling some people different things than others, and then and then she of course got upset about when I said, "Oh my God," I could see why because I'm like, "Oh my God, WTF!" Of course. She's thinking, text when you don't hear the context behind it and stuff. She's like, oh God, what did I do now? Okay. And I'm like, link, please. And she's just like, I'm sitting here and she keeps going and she won't drop the link. And I'm sitting here to type in the chat, like what I'm trying to say. And it just keeps going. And she's like, oh, you're going to have to wait. Well, so yeah, like we'll just let her wait and we'll continue. She was just being a bitch about it when we don't. She's the one being condescending and rude and making things into with her voice, the way she's talking and stuff when it didn't need to go there. I don't understand. She could have just dropped the link. We could have let it go. Okay. Sorry, Jim. I'm done.
What I think Purple has been angry the most from is when you told her that you all weren't that good of friends, I think. And that's not against you. I'm just saying that I think that genuinely pissed her off.
Well, I talked to her about that. Okay. And I talked to her on the phone too about that. And I understand. And I do. I said, I did kind of, use that a little too much just to kind of dig at her at that time when she was going, and but it is true. I didn't trust her because of who was her friends and stuff. I mean, I'm being honest, and I explained to her. I thought we had a very long phone conversation after that panel. I thought, she understood where I was coming from. It was, I was trying to be honest.
I think that that's a burden in her that she's feeling, and I think that it just keeps probably going over and over in her brain. And I'm not meaning that against her at all. It's just that's how she can't let that go. So she keeps carrying on more and exaggerating things. So it makes her, and like when you couldn't come up on her panel, that was just a way to jab at you because of what you said about not being that good of friends.
Well, she did it to Tabby too, though. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. I feel like that this all started. I'll tell you when from watching everybody, when Doug came in and jumped on to Purple or whatever and got all mad at her and got that all going, and then Tabby was crying and everybody was in a ruckus. And then it just went downhill from there. It just went into a bad place for everybody. And it's really, honestly, most everything that's been said ain't that big of a deal. Like you said, it ain't that big of a deal. I feel like Purple can live her whole life and not worry about this stuff, but she just keeps dredging it up.
Well, I think that it would be hard to be a creator. I wouldn't want to be a creator because you have to be super strong to deal with all of this and all the drama. That's my thought.
Yeah, I thought about doing a channel, and this made me think different. I'm never doing it.
Yeah. Yep. Plus, I also want to say that Tabby does have a big heart. So I wasn't trying to get on her about that, but she has such a big heart that she does show her emotions. And that's what I was trying to say earlier. So I hope Tabby didn't take that wrong. But I also think
Wonderful
that,
heart.
yeah, she has a huge heart. But I think that sometimes you just gotta, when this is happening, that you just have to distance yourself from, so like you distance yourself from Purple and, whatever Tabby chooses to do, or, but everybody just takes a break, get a breather from each other and focus on other things. Like, honestly, Ziggy, last night was awesome on BK's.
Yay!
Like, it was amazing.
Sorry I know it was good, but sorry, I did not hear a bunch of that because I just got a very important phone call. Kuna, are you in here? I'm sorry, I have somebody on the phone. Kuna, if you're on here, I need you to please check my disc or check Facebook messages. I don't know if she's in here or not.
She was.
Okay.
She said she was cleaning, but maybe she heard. So hopefully.
Okay. Here, let me
Ziggy, you did amazing last night.
Well, see, that's the thing too. I don't care about I'm just people think, oh, if you go on somebody's panel, like, oh, you're their bestest friend and stuff.
I never thought that.
No, I don't understand why we can't all get along. Okay, hold on.
Great.
I gotta mute for a second. Okay, sorry, but go ahead.
Frank, talk.
Frank, I don't think you were insensitive in any way. I think you were just trying to get her to understand.
Yeah, I was really not being insensitive. That's I had to type in. I am really not. I'm just trying to state a point. I'm not insensitive. Like as I said, I think Tabby's awesome. Her and I have trains going across all the time. It's not I'm insensitive. It's just I see something that how to put it. I guess I look at it from a different view, maybe, and it might seem insensitive, but it's really not. That was not my intent at all. I do not want her to be mad at me. That's not the point I was trying to make. I was not trying to be like. I was not trying to convey, "Hey, I do not like you. You bastard," or whatever. That was not the point at all. But hey, people take they they can take anything I say how they want, and oh well, that's the way it is.
I think that if she thinks about it later, she'll know that you were only telling her the truth in love. A lot of times we have friends, and I think you and Tabby are friends. And I think that you were just trying to say to her as a friend, hey, don't let it get you to the point of tears.
Yes,
Everything.
that is. Thank you. That you said it better than I did, I guess. That's the point I was trying to make. Do not let YouTube get you into tears, where every time you go onto a panel you start crying, because then YouTube is affecting your life. That was my point. That's when you need to uh this see maybe I'm not very good with words as far as but I was only trying to help her because she is my friend, and uh, I'm trying to let her know that they will use that against her every single time. All of the hating people will use that against her. That's all I was trying to say.
If you're going to be a YouTube creator has to have thick skin. You cannot be thin skinned. You have to be able to take it. You have to be able to hold yourself up high and hold your head up high and know that what you're saying, you are backing. And that's sometimes people, when people are that confident, Ziggy is that
Yeah.
confident. And
Oh,
that's the problem.
I thought you were saying, "Hey, Ziggy." Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
And I think her confidence uh, makes makes others that aren't as confident uncomfortable.
See, I'm not even really that confident though, but I am. But I'm able to take. I'm. I'm able. Okay. It's not. I'll say it like this. It's not confidence. It's that I don't. I don't. Things aren't. Don't usually bother me as bad as others sometimes. Like, you know, like when people trolls and stuff like that stuff doesn't really bother me. um Now it was like when I was depressed, yeah, because you're extra sensitive, um but I'm trying to, like, when people say things like call me piggy or whatever, that stuff I kind of find it funny, like, honestly. And it's or talk about looks or anything, that just, it doesn't bother me. I don't know if it's like confidence or if it's just like i'm I don't know, something that over time I've just, as I've gotten older now, had it been like 20 years ago in my early 20s, yeah, I'd be like crying probably every single time. But, you know, I just try to keep a strong mindset and remember, keep things in perspective. But when you're not healthy mentally, though, you got to take care of your mental health, because that's really when things start to, like, your mind lets you go kind of, you start thinking things that don't really exist, or making things bigger than they really are.
Yeah,
And
you get a little wonky.
yeah, yes, it happens to all of us. It just, you have to just, like, just to take care of yourself, like, physically, or you should take care of your mental health, because, like, what I was going through in February, I could just tell, like, I was extra sensitive, and I'm sitting here, and it was just, I could, letting things get to me and stuff that normally wouldn't get to me was getting to me. And then I feel like if anybody, if they're going through depression, that happens. That's normal. And I know Tabby is like dealing with a little bit of depression right now, so she's extra sensitive. And that's just normal. We all have been through depression sometime in our life, at least a little bit. Some of us definitely more than others. But yeah, it's just like, and it's so easier said than done, because it's like you get people say, "Oh, just don't let that bother you. They're nothing. Don't let that. Just let it. Well, for somebody who's depressed, that's really easy for that person to say, okay, because they're in a stronger mindset. And so they know for them, if it happened to them, they would just like, it wouldn't bother them. It wasn't but the person it's bothering, it's not so easy to just like let it go. You can't. It bugs you. And there's really no way to for you to, and like, you have to distract yourself. I don't know. You have to go into, like, I had to go on antidepressants, you know what I mean? Because of what I was how I was starting to feel and stuff. But usually, like, I'm like this naturally, where I am sensitive, but not sensitive to the point where, are sensitive with like things that trolls say online. It's like, so I don't know. These people I recognize these people will say whatever to get to you,
What I think is, what the trolls say, you should look at it as it's hilarious.
I do. Yeah, I agree.
You should look at it as like it's a complete joke.
Yep. I agree. And that's how I look at it, like, usually. Now, sometimes people take it too far, and yeah, like the real life stuff, and where it's going to really affect you and your real life, that's not okay.
Well, yes, of course, that. Yeah, if they start doxing and things like that,
Well,
yes.
and doxing, it's like, doxing doesn't even really bother me. Well, I mean, it does, because it's dangerous, because there's a lot of crazy people out there that, it is dangerous, but like,
No, but
all in, CPS and stuff like that. That's just,
yes, once it becomes real life, then yes, I understand. You would then you would want to reassess what's going on and be like, okay, this is getting a little too far. But not even okay, I'll use something else, like I'll use what's about your dog, Ziggy. Your dog, that's going a little too far, right?
yeah.
I would
Yeah, I did cry about that. I feel like many people that would upset them. It's not, a lot of people wouldn't be able to just be like, find that, oh, just laugh it off. That's something
Oh, well, no, that's what I'm saying. That is something you couldn't laugh off.
Yeah. But I think, though. Oh, and thanks, Frank, because you just remind me of something. I text Tabby, and I wanted her to. I just remind her, nobody's mad at her, and to come back up when she's feeling better. But I wanted to say about the Athena. Yeah. So, like, what I said late last night, that I talked to my landlord again, and he said, give him a couple of days and he's going to try to figure something out. So, there's still hope. Okay. He was saying, I told people that late last night on here, but many people, it was super late. It was after Benny's. So I figured not many people heard it. Also, the whole like sewage thing that I told you guys, I don't know.
Ew.
Yeah. That wasn't sewage, by the way. So my ex is a supervisor over mechanics, like what is it? Not mechanics. Huh?
Oh, also, Ziggy, isn't that your own business? Why should you? I know.
Because I just talk. Because I know, right? I know.
Why the
am I
hell?
complaining about my sewage? But because
No, it's really not true. But what I'm saying is, why do any of these people need to know your
About the
business?
dog, especially about the dog thing.
Yes,
I
I
wasn't gonna
understand
say
that.
anything,
I'm
but
sorry.
I wasn't gonna say anything about the dog. But I was live because right before when Amber Heard went on the channel or went on the stand, is when I found out when my landlord told me that about that I would have to find a home for Athena, and I had a month, that I and Amber Heard, like right after got on the stand, I was like, oh man, because I had been waiting for that. So I wanted to go live about that, but at the same time, I was really upset about Athena. Okay. So I went live and I thought maybe it might distract me a little bit. Well, I wasn't going to say anything because I knew there'd be people like what Just the Receipts was doing last night, like celebrating, my bad things happening to me and stuff like that. So I wasn't going to mention it but I, it had just happened, and then all of a sudden, when there was a break, like during the court hearing, and they went on their 15-minute break, I just like broke down and started crying. So that's why it was mentioned. And then the reason why the sewage issue was mentioned is because I thought possibly, he was upset because of that situation. And maybe that kind of also like he was just, I don't know. I mentioned it, but anyways, it was not sewage. A my ex came over and checked, looked at it. And this is the reason why it did not stink is because it's not sewage. It's mud that is coming in from like it floods down in the basement, and it's all mud. Now the part that looked like there's like a 12-foot by 12-foot area of flooded area, and I could take a picture of it. And the mud looks like it could be sewage, but and then there's a little area about 6-inch by 6-inch where there looks like a little pile that looks like it could be like toilet paper mixed in and stuff too. And my ex told me that it looked like it was like a piece of paper that dissolved or something that might have been on the floor. That is not sewage and at all. And that's what his whole job is. He's a supervisor of, why can't I freaking think of what it's called? Not mechanics, but when you people that fix things. Like
Maintenance.
Yes, he's a maintenance supervisor of a big company. Yes. So I was gonna have him like take care of that situation, and he came over and looked at it, and he's like, "That's not sewage. It doesn't have any smell." I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "That makes sense." And exactly. So yeah. So anyways, Tickles just came up for a second, but she dropped. So anyways, yeah, he handyman, but he's supervisor. He's not allowed to fix anything because of like it's not in his job description. He just has to tell people how to fix things. Unfortunately, but he likes. Anyways, is Tabby back? Because I see Frank. I see her comment in the chat. Is she back? Does anybody know? I don't see her.
No, I don't know if she is.
You're just leaving a message.
I was hoping that she was watching
because
that is not the intent I had. I was primarily my goal for telling her that was to let her know that other people will use that against her and try to for I don't want to be vulgar, but they're going to try to fuck her over. That's what they
and I was hoping that she would but she's just very, very sensitive right now, because it's extra sensitive than she normally is, because I did have an increased tone with her, and I was irritated but it's okay. I told her don't worry about it. We'll work it out. Yeah, I wish we weren't talking about it here on YouTube. I wish it wouldn't have, like, we wouldn't normally have been talking like that. But I was just so like Purple's live about the situation. It was Tabby was up there, and I was just so irritated that it was not being explained correctly how it actually happened. It was not getting told to people in the correct context. And I just, so I'm like, just a little irritated. I was just irritated with Tabby. I was just like, why didn't you tell her how it actually happened? We were on the phone for like, I don't know how long, over an hour about this. And, while we were on the phone, Purple went live, and then we started listening together. And then she was like, of course she gets upset. And then she starts to tell me that she was worried that she was going to show their messages and that people were going to be mad. And I said, listen, I go, because a lot of times, like, Tabby thinks people are going to get mad about things that aren't even a big deal. And I'm like, listen, if there's anything, go through your conversation now. If there's anything in there that you're worried that you think I might get mad at you, or whatever, just let's talk about it now. We'll deal with it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Like, sometimes people vent to their friends about other friends, when they're irritated. It's normal to get irritated with your friends. Sometimes it's okay. I said, just tell me, and she told me one thing. It wasn't even a big deal. And then I was like, I don't even remember what it was. And so I had already told her, like, I talked to Purple. It wasn't even a secret or anything. Of course, I wanted her to know that I did share a couple, if not 30 screenshots. That was another exaggeration. It was like, I don't know, maybe 10 screenshots of things that had nothing to do with what Tabby was saying, but what I was saying to Tabby. It was not a big deal. And Purple was just like, the way she was talking is she was making it into something way, way, way more. So let's see. Anybody else is able to speak up, because I'm like just checking here. Also, I'm gonna show one thing I was gonna show is that she freaking struck my channel. Purple did, by the way. Let me pull this up too. But she struck my channel. Let me tell you, and after, when I found out about this, when I got an email, it was the day after our panel that I got a copyright strike. I know sometimes they can take a couple days. So she probably, she probably did it when, before, or she did do it before everything we figured. Well, I thought we figured everything out. So that's okay. And I did hear her saying that she was going to strike me. But I thought it was the live that I was doing where had mentioned her and had talked about the situation. And when I showed her birthday video, I thought it was that one. Okay. The birthday video that she made for Summer, she asked me to share back in early February for Summer's birthday. She sent it to me and she asked me, would I play it for everybody? Okay. She freaking struck that video from February when she sent me the video asking me to play it. She struck that one. Like, how freaking dirty is that? That is so crazy. That's like something, I'm like, that is some freaking dirty shit there, to send something there for somebody to play. And like, when you were cool with each other, and then you're going to go back and strike them when you told me to play it. I didn't even ask to play it.
When did she strike it?
I was trying to find the email about it. She struck it. I didn't get so that live. I didn't get the email about it until it was yesterday, I guess. Or wait, what's today's Thursday? Our stream where I thought things got figured out. Was it Monday when she had that stream? or was it?
Yes, it was
Was it Monday?
Monday. Yes, yeah,
Okay,
I
so
believe so.
next morning, I got an email that my video had been struck. And I knew she had been saying that she was gonna strike me. But it was I didn't think she was serious. I had only had one strike before, and it was in September from Benny from long ago. So I just thought she was bullshitting. And anyways, I was extra surprised because the video she struck wasn't even the one. I could understand a little bit more if it was the video, like when I was live and played that birthday video again on last, I think it was Saturday, when I talked about things and showed our messages, because she kept like trying to act like I wouldn't show our messages like they were some kind of big deal, like the same thing she just did about with Tabby up on her panel. But no, she struck a video from early February that she asked me to play the video, and that just showed me, even though like she was mad and stuff, and people do things, when they're mad, that was like extra dirty, because it wasn't something like I asked her to play that video. She was pretty much, she wasn't begging me to, but she's like, here, can you please play this? I play it. She sends me the link, asks me to play it. Then she strikes me. From a few days ago. It takes a couple days for the strikes to go through. So when she struck me, it was before that panel that we had together. But still, and she did retract it, and it went through, the retraction process goes through immediately. So that's another thing too that I was surprised about. She retracted it, and I got an email within an hour that it's removed, or she got an email right away. So Zig's lying about that part too.
Huh? Okay, so she's hold on, Train.
I'm trying to find the email.
So she is trying to make amends, though. She's trying to make Purple is correct.
Purple did retract that strike, so it did get taken off. Okay. Yeah. However, what I'm talking about, which I appreciated it, of course, like, and stuff, and because I called her and I'm like, what the heck? She's like, I told you I struck your video. I'm like, okay, but you didn't tell me you were gonna strike a video from months ago when we were cool. And when you told, on a live, you told me to play the video. I replayed that video, which she struck on a live when I originally played her birthday video that she made for summer, okay, from early February. But I played it again during my live where we were talking, when I was showing our text messages together on a few days ago, right before that panel. And I played it again because that is the birthday video that I wanted people to see, that I said I felt like was kind of inappropriate for a missing girl. And also the main reason I wanted to play it was to show that was the video that Frosty was talking about Purple behind her back about. And so I was just showing it, but she didn't strike that video when I was talking about her. She struck the video from months ago when we were cool. But yeah, she did retract it. It just shows me, though, what she's capable of, that she's vindictive and does things like that. Like, you don't set somebody up and like, oh, so you can maybe, like, once you get mad at them, you can go back and strike them like that. You know what I mean? That's kind of like when I was going to play Benny's calls with Candace, and he was saying that I was the only one who could play him. People were afraid like that he would use that later on and strike me when he got mad at me. That's exactly what she did. And it's just dirty. You don't, in my opinion. I'm trying to find the email. Like, I'm having a hard time finding the email from. But she did retract it, okay? But it's still it's just like, you didn't even strike the video. That it'd be different if it would have been that video from a few days ago, not the one from months ago that she told me to play it.
Tracy Wendover says you should just delete the video. I
Yeah, I
don't
did.
know.
I did. I went
Oh,
ahead because
okay. I, I don't know. Okay. Can I give my what I think or
yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
um uh, si- uh my opinion, the fact that she retracted the I'm thinking she wants to make amends, but
Well,
I
she
have
was, and that was the day after, right? Yeah. But she continued to, yes, exactly. I thought so too. I thought so too. She retracted it. It was the next day after our panel together. Um, yeah, she retracted. I thought that was like a good sign and everything. I thought that everything was fine. But then she continued the panel or continued lives every day after that panel that we were all up there, like me, you, and Tabby. And
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
she continued
yeah.
talking about the situation, going live about it, every day since that. And it didn't make sense, like why she kept talking about it. It just was and she was getting, people were talking about it on her panel. And it just, all it does is like, she was letting people up on her panel that were talking about the situation. It just like kind of continues something that doesn't need to be continued. Okay. And then today when she got, went today and went live about it again. Well, I was on the phone with Tabby, and Tabby, was getting upset. But anyway, sorry, I was ringing. And then this is why this happened. And then Tabby gets in the chat because she's upset and she's on the phone with me, and freaking Purple is kind of, exaggerating a little bit, like always. That's one of the things I said to Purple. I'm like, why, when the only thing like I don't understand is like, she doesn't fight fair. She lies, like she exaggerates and she lies. She's not honest. That's the thing I can't stand. Why do you have to exaggerate and lie? If it's like you're making stuff that's in order for there to be drama that doesn't exist, like it shows that she's manufacturing stuff. Because why would you have to lie? Why would you have to exaggerate situations? Sitting there exaggerating a dox that was supposedly a dox when I was just swooping through her comments and her address goes by and acting like I laughed and made a big deal. I mean, she just like, I asked her, I'm like, why did you like act that like I did that on purpose? And then went live and you just were, it's like you had to, it was showing to me that she had no reason to be really upset with me, that she was like, or be that upset with me, that she was like manufacturing it and getting herself upset for no reason. Because I didn't freaking dox her. And then I did understand. I tell her, like, when I went up on that panel with her, I thought like everything. I was like, wow, I was impressed. I thought she made good points and stuff like that when I was up there, and I agreed with some things she was saying. I spoke and apologized about things that I felt I was in the wrong for, like, really kind of rubbing in the not friends thing. I thought that, and I apologized, and I thought she was being level-headed and everything. We had a phone call. I thought everything went fine. And then she just keeps going live about the situation. I just, what I mean? I thought it didn't need to be like that. Nobody was coming to me and talking shit about Purple. Like Jay Marie wasn't. Nobody was talking shit about Purple to me. Everybody was over it. And but then she kept going live. And it's just like, it kind of built up. It's like, why is she doing this? I thought we were over it, So yeah. Let me look at the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Is Julia? Are you asleep, Julie?
No, I'm
I
here.
don't know what you're talking about, silliness, but you can come up here and talk about it if you want to, and to explain what you're saying, because it is petty and silly. I agree. This should have never happened. We shouldn't even be talking about this.
Nope.
So you should probably go over to Purple's and tell her, like, ask her why she even went live about something so dumb. because I don't even think if you're friends with somebody, okay, even though she's telling people that she doesn't want to be cool with me or J. Marie again, but she just wants to get along, that's great, fine. But if you're friends with Tabby, why are you going live about it? And then I could tell she was irritated with me because it was us, because Tabby shared something in my Discord that wasn't even a big deal. And she was just making it into something bigger than it was. And, of course I get brought into it. I'm like, drop the link so we can squash it. And she's just like, the way she was talking was just so rude. I would play it, but she would probably,
it was condescending. It was very condescending.
Yeah, it was rude. Like, instead of like just letting me up there so we can like get it over with, she had to like draw it out and continue her shit talking a few more minutes before she let me up, just like she had to do with Tabby, And instead of letting Tabby up there right away, she wanted to show that she was in charge, and she was just gonna drop the link on her time. It's like, why are you doing? I don't understand. It's like you wanted to show, this, and then she had to go, this is my Discord. This is my Discord. This is not your Discord. It's like, oh my God, dude. You're not a queen of a castle. It's freaking YouTube. Please just stop. I understand it's your freaking YouTube. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, like, you're dealing with it. You're trying to turn things and gaslight people and act like the victim and act like you have no idea where things are coming from and like why anything's happening when you're sitting here causing it, but you're flipping it and trying to make it seem like it's other people's faults when everybody else is over it and you're just like continuing. I thought possibly people were getting her like riled up in behind the scenes, and that was what's upsetting her, and she was just getting more and more upset because she has people messaging her and saying this and that. Well, so I was trying to be understanding and stuff. Yet the way she treated me in the chat and when I was in chat wanting to come up there, it was just like uncalled for. And it wasn't just me. The way she treated Tabby too beforehand was just so, and Tabby's supposed to be her friend. It just doesn't seem like somebody who's a friend to me anyways. Yeah, baby, it was 333 in chat.
Also, I do not believe that Purple has been into any drama circle yet. So I'm just looking at, I'm unbiased. I'm just trying to figure out what's going. She probably does not know how to handle this because Six Up is going after her. No, you're not. You're not going after her, but you're angry at her.
She was angry. I guess angry at me though.
Or angry at you.
I wasn't angry at all. Like, okay. I'm saying, I wasn't at all.
Yeah.
Like, until she went live. Like, that's why I was hoping to show her video, but we can't trust that she won't. She's vindictive, and you can't trust that she would.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to give my insight, and because
no, you're fine. You're fine. I understand. I won't get mad at you. I'm not that sensitive. It's, like, I like people's inputs. It's just like, but you missed part. You've been missing a lot of it though. So you didn't see the part what happened before this live. So, and that would really be helpful if we could see part of that.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I am sorry. I missed her last live.
Let's see here. And she's still, I guess she was over there streaming us. And hold on. I was gonna, here, I got her pulled up. I'll just have to. I'll have to I'll show just, a few seconds. I'll just have to pause it, and don't know though where to go, how long to beforehand to go. Let's see, what's this?
Ray replies to you again, Tabby. CG that you're right.
See, I mean, it's just, it doesn't, I mean, who cares? Like, why does she care so much? Sorry, I'm listening. She's making too big of a deal of it.
I didn't see all of them. Yeah, we got Sherry in there. I think it's yours coming in green, right?
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to search where she, how she,
Okay, yeah, you put a little piece of message, but you didn't say the conversation before. I said that, no. When you sent it to me, that was what did you say it was Monday? Would you say it was Monday? That was the bingo? Right. Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
But I thought, see, that's the reason for that mess up there. We squashed it. Wednesday was this one in your chat. And that was when you and Ziggy were. Why did you time him out?
Oh my God! See, this is what I'm talking about. Hold on, wait. I've got. Oh, here we go. This is what first happened. Okay, let me.
I was answering your questions in your chat.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I wasn't answering any questions in Ziggy's chat. Because every time you ask me questions.
Okay.
That's Tabby.
Yeah, here I'm going to show it. I just had to get to right place exactly how it happened. Okay. So what was happening is Tabby's up on panel. I'm going to share it here. I'll just have to stop it every few seconds because she's obviously gonna vindictive. But so basically, me and Tabby just got off we were on the phone when we saw Purple was going live, and we saw the title was "Time to Air Out All the Dirty Laundry." Okay, and Tabby is like, "Oh, great! She's, she's probably gonna be talking about me. She's probably gonna be showing my conversations with her, and people are gonna get mad at me." And I'm like, and by that I took it as like she meant like I was gonna get mad at her. So I just said, just let me know like what you think I might be mad at, and let's just deal with it now, okay? And I had already told her about the fact that I talked to Purple on the phone and shared a few screenshots, not 30 screenshots. That is not true. The screenshots I sent with her are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, let me see, 13, 14, 15. I sent quite a bit. I sent about 20. Yeah, maybe I did send about 25. So I did send a lot, but it was more. It was my comments. So yeah, I did send more than I thought, but it's not really any. It was to show what I was saying. It was to, and I let Tabby know I sent her and them. I was, I told her, I was showing her, when I was saying like, telling Tabby, please don't go into watch Six Ups because it's bugging you and stuff like that. I sent her some before I went to court and after, or I was showing her, screenshots I sent Tabby before and after, because I felt like she made it seem like Tabby was making, Purple made it seem like Tabby was making it seem like I was making her get clips from Six Ups and stuff, which it was so not true at all. It was very much the opposite. I only said, like, if you are watching it and you see something you think I would need for court, yeah, clip it. But I'm not telling her to go specifically there and watch it for me and take clips. Okay. I mean, she started getting upset and I was just like, please don't worry about watching it. Like I'm getting clips from out the wazoo. You do not need to be sending me those, So those screenshots I was sending her was just to show that I was, asking her to please not do that. Okay. It wasn't anything against like Tabby in any way. So, anyways, this is how it starts here. Let me play this a little bit. And this is how it starts. Okay. Right here is where it begins, like, as far as when JBT is in the chat and, which is Six Up's son. And all of a sudden he's timed out. Okay. So listen at what happens.
Who timed JBT out? What did he say? Julie, why did you time him out? Because he's a definition? Or deflection? Well, Ziggy, oh my God, what? Are you serious right now? What did I do to offend you now?
I'm going to have to time or pause this every few seconds. Otherwise it will come up as a, but this is all fair use. Let me put the banner at the bottom under fair use so that anyways, so right there, I was saying, oh my God, because I couldn't believe that she had stopped her show because Six Up's son was timed out. And the reason why that was such a shocking thing for me is because behind the scenes, she's messaging Tabby and others and saying, telling them, hey, I just want to give you a heads up, Six Up and her people are on my chat. I don't, we're not friends. I don't know why they're coming there, but just want to let you know I'm friends with you and not them, telling Tabby she was friends with them or was friends with her and not them. And she's seen like everything that Tabby has been through with these people. And of course, definitely me, what I've been through. But yet, right, her loyalty lies with Tabby because she's supposed to be her friend. And she just like stops her show, is upset because JBT gets timed out by Julie Applewhite. And I just, called Julie Applewhite. If somebody does something, it shouldn't matter who does it. If they are trying to stir shit in the comments, they should be timed out or, message deleted, something. So I just found it odd that Purple wanted to go to bat for Six Up's son right there. So I'll continue.
I'll wait.
I'm sorry, it is my TV in the background. I apologize. I'll walk away from the house. Is that getting better?
Okay. Not a problem, Joy. Shit, I can't do it. What the hell let me do it? Oh, there it goes. God damn it. Damn it, stop. Okay. I did say I wasn't friends with Six Up, but he wasn't being rude. We don't just time people out for no reason over here. That's been the rule since day one. A message Monday at or something a.m. saying you didn't want to be Tab's friend. Okay, yes, I did. I said that, but I clarified it up that same day within a matter of a short period of time. Did I not, Tabby?
Hold on. Yes, you did.
Okay.
So right here, you know, what Purple starts to try to ask for backup from Tabby. I wish we could see the chat, like, and what was being said, but her live's still going, so we can't, like, it's not on the correct part. But anyways, so right now, of course, she's trying to use Tabby to back her up, which I feel like almost Tabby doesn't even realize what's going on. She's just saying, yeah, and agreeing with her. I don't know. Like, anyways, she starts like asking Tabby, like, isn't that correct? But well, because I had asked her, I said, but you said that you did not want to be friends with those people, and you don't know why they're in your chat, and that you're friends with Tabby and not them. And right there, she's saying, yes, I did say that, but we don't time people out for no reason. It's like, obviously there was a reason. Julie's not going to just time them out for no reason. I mean, come on. When they're in their chat, like stirring the shit instead of trying to like let people like figure things out, it's stirring shit. It's causing problems.
You explained why you had wrote that, and I explained that I didn't realize that you were with your mom, and I said I hope you spend every second you can with your mom. That's the most important thing. But I didn't realize that you were with your mom. I just thought you were ignoring me. But yes, Purple did quit.
See, right there, Tabby's like responding to something we're not even talking about, okay? Oh, thank you, Lip Lock. I really appreciate that. See right there, it's like she's talking about, she's responding to something. So I think she's confused there.
Clear it up. Huh?
What are you talking about? Six Up and them were in my life when I stopped it on Tuesday. Okay, let's just get that out there right now. Six Up and her son were not in my chat until last night. And I messaged Tabby and told Tabby, hey, before anybody else tells you, this is what went down. Did I not?
Yes, she did, but I was watching your live, so I had already known.
So,
because I still watch my friends' lives.
Because I'm lying and not being honest about what? What am I lying and not being honest about, Ziggy?
So also, that's not true. They started coming in there before last night, so that's not exactly true. I don't know why she's just saying it was actually. I'm pretty sure. Is anybody in here know? I could have. I swear, weren't they in there when I was up on panel with her and Frank and Tabby? I mean,
Yes.
okay, right. They've been in there for a while, Purple. Okay. Stop acting like it just started happening yesterday and you're just now, you just contacted Tabby yesterday, but yet they've been coming in there for a while. And it was kind of odd behavior. Okay. They had been coming in there since when they started to notice that there was trouble in paradise and that there was possibly somebody who might know something on Ziggy that they could become friends with and get info.
You're playing all sides. I'm not in shit. How am I playing both sides? Do you really want to go there? Do you really want to go there, Ziggy? Yep, go there, please. Okay, well, You know that, Tabby, the message that I cropped out, that was from Ziggy.
Was it?
You're not being completely honest. Yeah, it was. And there's a whole bunch more. And the person I was on the phone with an hour was Ziggy.
Oh, she told me she talked to you.
Talking about everything. Oh, well, what did she say we talked about? Tabby knows, good try. Okay, does she know everything?
Right. Didn't know about the crapped out message, but
See, right there is what I was asking Tabby about. What she said right there is so untrue. That's what got me really, like, I was like, are you serious?
I can see, so far, I can see one common denominator.
Yeah,
It's very plain. It's Tabby. That's the one common denominator.
I mean, that's why I was trying to get up on panel, and I don't think that I don't feel like she's doing it on purpose though. And I was asking her to drop a link like right about this time because things were starting to get heated. And watch what she does. Instead of dropping the link, she acts like a complete asshole because things are starting to get heated, and she's acting and Tabby just said doesn't remember like what. I don't know if she's confused. I think she must be confused because I could told her. I'm sure our call was recorded. Like every phone call I have, unless I manually turn it off, I have to be reminded to turn it off. I did not record me and Purple's phone call like I told her I wouldn't, because she asked, and I said, of course not. That's fine. Just remind me to turn it off because it's an automatic thing I have to turn off if I don't remember about. I did. She's sitting there, Purple. I don't know if Tabby was just confused or what. It's sitting there. We were just on the phone for like forever when Purple went live, and I had just like told her about what I talked to Purple about. So I wish Tabby. I mean, maybe Tabby was afraid to like, didn't want to betray my trust and say what we talked about. But I don't care. She then would have been the point like when should have spoke up and been like, yeah, she told me this, but she's saying I didn't know about the crop message, which is the message that I read on here like several times. And then Tabby's like, oh, you didn't, but I was talking about a different one. And then she sends me it like when I got live here and she finally came over. And she sends me a message, and it's the same one that she's talking about right now. I'm like, yes, we talked about this on the phone. And she's like, I know you did. And then I don't know, she just got confused, but here, I'll continue it. And it's fine. Like, I know she's going to go live here soon. And I mean, maybe Tabby's mad at me and stuff, but I was irritated because things were the miscommunication. It wasn't like I was mad at Tabby. I was just super irritated and frustrated because we were just discussing all this, and it's like she just just completely. I don't know. I'm like, are you serious? I had told you everything.
Well, can I say something before we started? I thought all of the beef was squashed, but then Tabby's up here with Purple. And it starts all over again. That's what I meant by the common denominator. There's something I don't know.
But I don't think.
Yeah, Tabby. I understand. Tabby might.
I don't. She feels like, oh my God, I understand, but it was just frustrating. That's why I wanted to come up there and be like, hey, let's like all talk at once so we can, I could, we could talk about this and figure this out because things are not coming across right. And something is, things are getting confused. We need to talk it out. Okay. And so I asked to come up on panel and watch. This is what happens. And I also just got proof that Purple is in 6UP's Discord. So she's lying. About not being friends with them and stuff. She's in 6UP's
Thank
Discord.
you. Tell Frank to shut up. Look, she's pissed at me.
Tabby! He doesn't mean it like that. Listen. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Lip Lock. I have thought of that. I definitely am. It's, 6 Up 2.0 almost. But Tabby, this is not your fault. This is just like miscommunication. One of the things got really, really crazy is here in a second. I'm going to play it now. Okay. When she would not let me up, I was just irritated and frustrated because I'm here trying to type on a freaking phone. And she said, things are just getting taken out of context, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And I we all are getting heated more and more. Purple feels attacked. Tabby is confused. Tabby's
Hey,
like,
hey, Tabby. Uh, uh, I do like you. I think you're cool. So, if you want to do that towards me, hey, that's fine. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all.
she'll be fine. She's just has a lot going on. Sorry. I'm sorry to you, Frank, that this is happening. I'm sorry, Tabby. I'm really sorry to Tabby that, she's dealing with it, because I understand. I know that she doesn't mean to. I think she was super confused about what was going on. And when she talking about this crop message or whatever, I don't know. She was getting confused. And yeah, I came on my panel heated, just freaking mad because Purple wouldn't let me up. Here, let me go ahead and continue playing this.
If I told you everything. Okay. You told her everything. Okay. Well, we're just going to find out. We're just going to find out because you know what? I'm done with this bullshit. I swear to God, I'm done with this. Let me back way the fuck up here. Tabby, did she tell you that she sent me about 30 screenshots of your guys' conversation?
No.
I can send you those. Saying how, remember we were talking about, you said that, Ziggy didn't apologize and everything like that. And she sent me screenshots saying, no, she tell you that and tried to talk you out going to court with her, because, you threatened 6 Up. And so she didn't think it was a good idea. And Lady CG pointed that out to her.
And it's true. She did try to talk me out of going and being a witness.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, since she said she told you everything, I mean, I can screen record my phone and I can send it to you. She said, Tabby, I read you the messages to you on the phone. Oh, just like,
Yeah,
okay, no.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I mean, we just talked on the phone when I was told you went live.
Okay.
Sorry about the loud car.
Drop the link. Oh, well, just not yet. Me and Tabby are discussing right now.
Right here, you hear her. It's quiet, but she goes, you can hear her repeat to drop the link. I keep saying, drop the link, drop the link. And she's like, oh, I will. Let me just talk a little bit more shit about you real quick before I drop the link. Like this, and she did the same thing to Tabby. She made Tabby wait while she sat there and bitched. That's not a friend. I understand, Purple. You said you're never trust or be friends with me or J. Marie ever again or all the whatever. You didn't tell me that, but you said it behind my back. But you sure are trying to be friends with 6 Up and their crew, right? And being buddy with them while you're trying to pretend you're that's what I mean by not being completely honest and playing all sides. That's what I mean. Just be honest. Don't fake the funk. Why do you gotta lie to kick it? Just be honest about everything out front. You shouldn't have to, say certain things to certain people and different things to other people. Just, it should all be the same.
So, Purple, like I told you earlier, all I wanted to do is be friends again. And
that's all I want too, but I'm not going to be lied upon. And I'm not going to be trashed. And I'm not going to be I've showed proof of every fucking thing I've said.
On those Discord screenshots. Hold on. Okay, the first. Hold on.
Let me pull up so I know what you're talking about.
I got to get the right ones here.
Let me get into so we all know we're on the same page here. Let me go into here.
That was the ones. Ah, that didn't help. That was the ones today, right?
The ones I believe I sent them to you today.
Yeah, I think you did. And I thought you sent some to me last night, but I wasn't sure because you remember we had talked on the phone for a while.
Stop making a big deal of nothing. Drop the link or I'll go live on your channel then. You're not going to tell me what to do. You can be patient. I had Tabby wait until I was done. This is my channel. This is my fucking chat. If you don't like it, you take your ass over to your channel and go live over there. Okay? You don't get to tell me what to do on my channel. I said I would give it to you when me and Tabby were done talking about this. I have no problem doing that. So calm down and wait your turn. Or you can go over and go live on your channel. I don't give a shit. Now, back to what we were talking about today. Which screenshot would you like to, or Discord, whatever?
So, and that's when she, you know, right there, it was like, you know, because I was like, things are getting made into bigger than they actually are. Why are you trying to, like, she was trying to let things like keep going instead of just let me come up there and explain things and just work it out. And she tried to act like she was like, you know, like I was trying to tell her what to do. I'm like, either just drop the link or I'll just go live on my channel then. And, you know, that's when she got the attitude and she just decided to drag it out and she did the same thing to Tabby. She wouldn't let Tabby up there either until she had to, you know, talk shit for however long. And it just got drawn out into, right, Colin Shaw? It's true. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, she was being really rude. I just freaking wanted to go up there. And so things wouldn't like get to this extent. That's it. And then she just like how she just, I mean, she's the one that's going live instead of like talking things out privately. I don't understand how she doesn't see that. Instead of talking to Tabby about this, what Tabby said or showed in my Discord, that she was not supposed to see, by the way, because she's not in there, which wasn't even a big deal anyways. It wasn't even big enough deal for somebody to screenshot that and send it to her. It really was not a big deal. And then she goes live about it instead of talking to Tabby or taking, you know, and she had already gone live a couple other times since we had already talked this all out on what, Monday? And it's just, or Monday or what, a Tuesday or whatever. What'd you say, Frank? Monday? It's just like.
Yeah, I believe it was Monday. Yeah, I believe it was Monday.
Oh, oops. I'm sorry. I just saw your messages in private chat. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Jab. I'm so sorry. I just now saw your Cashapp. That's really nice. Thank you. Sorry that Julie was trying to tell me in private chat. I don't pay attention. I have the regular chat open, so I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Julie. I missed your messages. And yeah, well, I am disappointed with Heidi too, because we knew it was Heidi that sent it. We didn't need her to tell us, or tell, you know, her to admit it. I mean, it would have been nice for her just to, why didn't she just text me and be like, hey, is it okay if I screenshot this and send it to Purple or whatever? Like, but instead she's like behind the scenes, like, you know, continuously like screenshotting something that wasn't really that big a deal that Tabby shared, and she was just venting. It was no big deal. And Heidi screenshotted the Discord, you know, and sent it back to Purple. See, this is why, you know, I don't understand. I also talked to Heidi about this situation on the phone, and I don't get why Heidi is all up in the middle, unless I guess she is also, I mean, now she obviously is done with me, she said, but she was kicked from my Discord as soon as we found out it was her. So yeah, I mean, a little too late. You've already been kicked because you're trying to cause problems and make things bigger than they are. And this is what is going on.
Hey, that is sad though, because Heidi is a really good person.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know what this is becoming just the way I think everything is getting misconstrued. Everything is becoming way bigger than it really is.
Yep.
And it's causing a lot of hard feelings. Everybody's starting to hate each other. Everybody.
Right. It's exactly like what you're saying, Frank. It's really not that big a deal. It really isn't at all. It's zero big deal, actually. I mean, it's maybe like 1 on a scale of 100 big deal. It's like not a big deal. Go ahead, Julie.
Oh, I was just going to say the screenshots were nothing. I mean, none of it was bad. And then I got 2 DMs from her asking me what was going. I'm like, why would you want to know what's going on in our Discord? But I just said truthfully, I had to go way back up into it to look, and I thought, what?
Nobody's going to be talking about. Everybody knows that screenshots get taken of the Discord and stuff. Nobody's going to be talking about Purple or anything like that in there. If they know they know better than to. I mean, they're allowed to have opinions, but when I work things out with somebody, that's like the end of it. We move on. That's what we do in our Discord. We don't continue it on.
Well, that's what should be done, but apparently that is not what happened.
Well, it sounds like well, Tabby. I don't know what caused her to Tabby to post what she did, but it wasn't even a big deal though. All she was. Oh, actually, I do know. I didn't see it. It wasn't. Okay, so Purple was just saying that she was trying to say on Tabby's panel that Tabby she didn't ever told Tabby that they weren't going to be friends anymore. She was like, I never told you that. So Tabby, I guess later on, and I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Julie, posted a screenshot that proved differently or something like that, and that was it.
Yes, I think she needed us all to know that
she wasn't lying.
And she needed that confirmation from the rest of us that I didn't disbelieve her. She didn't have to show me anything. I didn't disbelieve her at all. So I don't have that. I don't do that.
I just wanted it to so everybody else would know she's not a liar. Exactly. It wasn't to make Purple look bad or anything like that. And thank you so much, Julie. Thank you for the Cashapp. Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. If you hear snoring in the background, I swear it's not me. It's my golden. She snores like a freight train. So I can't. And when she's on the floor, it's worse because you can feel the floor rumbling.
But no, you were just saying that it wasn't the screenshot. It was nothing to call out Purple or anything like that.
No.
And Purple isn't even in that Discord because she's not a member for one. No. And I did add her for a short time because when I thought we were all cool, but when she started going live about me, I did remove her. And when this whole stuff, when she kept starting to kind of continue drama that didn't need to be continued, kind of like this, in my opinion.
Sorry, had to say hi to Akuna.
Oh, okay. No, so yeah, it wasn't, and I told Heidi too. I said, listen, let Purple know I'm sorry.
Purple Knights. Sorry. Somebody asked who is Purple. Purple Knights.
Yeah, she has a YouTube channel, and she's just was like she used to be a subscriber here and a mod, and she was, I thought we were maybe gonna possibly, I did, like I said, I did rub in the part when I was saying, because I was mad, I'll admit, I was rubbing in the part where I kept saying like, oh, we weren't really friends. And what I meant for that, and now I did say it more than it needed to be said, but what I meant is, and it's true though, and everybody, I mean, not everybody, but several know that I was standoffish with Purple because of who her close friends were. I understand what she says when she says, but that's not me. And I tried to explain that to her on her panel. I said, I understand. I get it. I do. But I just, it's just so hard for me to get past, because this person just like, talks a lot of crap about me and stuff. But anyways, like, yeah, she just was wanting, I don't know. Sorry, I freaking lose my train of thought.
Yeah, it sounds. I apologize. Go ahead.
No, I forgot even what really I was getting at. So it's fine. You can go ahead, Frank. I forget. It wasn't your fault. It was my fault. It just dropped out of my mind. It will come back.
Oh, okay. Well, also, I think all of this is just a squabble. It should not even be happening, and I'm trying to figure out why it's happening, and I
am too, actually.
yes, because I like Heidi's channel. You know, I like your channel. This is where I started, and well, not started, but this is
where you started going on panels and stuff.
Yeah, when I started going, yes,
Yeah.
and I also like purples. So, and all three of y'all, you people's panels,
Yeah,
were connected.
I like your insight, because you're honest with me. Like, you don't like sugarcoat stuff with me, and I like that. Now, some people, I get it, they don't like that, but I like it. I do. I love that approach, because it's what works best for me. Because I'm the type of person, I don't want people to just tell me what I want to hear. I want to hear what they believe is the truth, not just to try to not hurt my feelings, because it doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody when you just tell them what they want to hear. Okay. Like, there's an approach and there's ways you can say things to people to try to sweeten it a little bit, but we don't have to, sugarcoat the whole thing. We just can sweeten a little bit, say it kind of nicely, but it's the delivery of how you say it to people, but not you in general, Frank. I'm just talking about people in general. Like me, I like honesty. I think it's like definitely probably the top first, the number one important, like most important trait or characteristic, I guess, because it shows a lot about a person. Because when somebody is dishonest, it also says other things about the person. You can't trust them. They're sneaky. They're, a lot. You hear the saying, what's the saying? Like something about a thief and a liar. Well, something about stealing and lying. Like they go hand in hand or something like that. Just there's just, I don't know. To me, like, honesty is super important, and if I'm gonna preach that and stuff, I'm gonna have to expect that in return too. So
Yeah, well, yes. That. Oh, sorry, Julie.
you're good, Frank.
Oh, okay. I thought Julie was going to say, yeah. But that's how I think, and that's just how I am. And there are times people may think I'm harsh, like Tabby thinks I am. I'm really not. Well, I don't think I am. Some people may think it, but I look at everything, and I will even tell you, Ziggy. You know, when you do something
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Yep. That's what
That's
I'm saying. That's what I appreciate.
that's just how I am. But Tabby did not do anything wrong. She just got caught up in the mix of the whole conglomerated bullshit. Excuse my French. It is bullshit. And you are right. Maybe she didn't know she was in it. I wish she would come. She would come back up. Um,
Well,
ju-
she has a live set for in 10 minutes, so maybe we'll like end it in a little bit, and we could just all go over there and let her. Oh, thank you, Jab, and thank you. I said she said the Jab because you have been MIA for a while. She said sorry, I've been MIA working at NYC. That's awesome. And Julie Late and Brandy, gosh, she's like she's a boss. Thank you so much. Brandy, thank you so much. And didn't mean to cut you off, Frank, but I just wanted to say that it looks like at least she was going to go live, and I hope that she's not like. I hope just
she
yeah.
hates she hates my fucking guts. I can
No,
tell you that.
no.
Yes. Well, no, she does.
Well,
Hey,
we
I'm
were talking on
fine.
the phone like beforehand, and I'm pretty sure like you came up and stuff, and she said she actually likes you. She said she loves you. Like she knows that she's sensitive. She is very aware of that. Okay. She understands we all have our I don't
She
even
likes
know.
you, Frank.
Yeah, she's told me that privately when nobody else is listening, and that was just today. So, she might be a little bit mad because you're a guy, and I guess guys' delivery is a little bit different.
Well. Also, I'm a very straightforward person. It's not I'm a guy. I just that's my personality. I will tell people, um um if they tell me the sky is blue and it's purple or green, I'm gonna say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. That's just the way it is. Does that make sense?
No, yeah. Hey, you can't be mad at that, in my opinion. If somebody's being honest, and a lot of times, even though we feel like we're being honest, it doesn't, or we're speaking our truth, that doesn't mean it's the truth. Because sometimes we can get confused and stuff, but you can't really be mad at somebody for being honest. Okay. If you're mad at somebody for being honest with you, and even though it's something that might be something, about yourself that you might find offensive, you have really nobody to be mad at but yourself. Because if it's true, if it's something that they're saying is true. Now, if they're not quite correct in what they're saying, you explain to them why you believe that's what they're saying is not actually correct. But I don't
Yeah.
fault anybody for being honest.
Hey, Ziggy, you're right. Then you get into a conversation, and you try to prove the other person wrong, and you have an intelligent conversation, not well, this is how I feel. Not like a yelling match. You just sit and you're like, okay, what is your belief? Not even belief. What is your take on this? And then you ask the other person, what is your take on it? And then you may not come to matching minds,
Yeah.
but you still have an understanding. Even,
Yeah.
do you
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
no matter what, there's going to be an understanding.
Yeah, and okay, so there's a different. This is like why I like the approach of how Frank goes at it. Okay, I like honesty, but there are people who are that are also like brutally honest too, but they also are kind of like, I don't know, the know-it-alls. Okay, when you're a know-it-all and you're also straightforward and stuff, that's kind of a bad combination because you're not a lot. You're people. How can I put this? That means you're a lot of times, a lot of the things, even though you believe what you're saying to be the truth, it's and you're being honest from your perspective, but I know it all. They constantly, it feels like they're, constantly like whittling and stuff. That's a little bit different. That in that way, that's why I say in delivery, the delivery is important and how you say it to somebody. And also in messages, like that's why I was wanting to go on Purple's panel. So it would not go because I knew I was so mad at the time. I knew I was going to go freaking live because that's why, like I said, I can't watch. I didn't expect to see anything that would really upset me. Well, I kind of was worried. I was worried with this because I was worried because I could tell Purple was slowly, for some reason, getting upset with me when, I had nothing. I was not mad at her. I thought everything was fine. I thought we agreed that we were just gonna. On that panel, I thought that we all, Jay Marie and myself especially, Jay Marie made it loud and clear. Let's make sure if we ever have an issue, we go to that person instead of going live on YouTube. Okay. And when Tabby went live today, like out of nowhere about, a screenshot shared in Discord, and yeah, it just starts this cycle, and then I'm in her chat asking to come up there so I can explain things a little better, give a little bit more context to the situation, because what she's talking about involves me, and us three can, the truth can come out, us together, because we got all sides up there, not just part of the mix. And she just, when she got rude with me, and then, I get mad and then I'm going live because I feel like I have to freaking explain myself. I didn't have to go live. That's, also, I mean, I could have tried to calm down first, but that's not what I did. So I'm not exactly having zero fault, but I definitely did not start it. And I did, continued a little bit by going live, but I just wanted to go up there and I was just irritated and frustrated that it was continuing when it did not need to be continued. Like we're done with it. And now it's just frustrating because I wanted it to be over. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. I would never talk if I listen to that shit. Well,
Hey,
I don't think honesty is mean. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. That's the same thing. You were talking about honesty. I was going to say one more about you're talking about her. See, there's a difference between know-it-alls and people. Okay, a know-it-all really does not, because they are closed-minded. They automatically think this is how I'm going into the subject. So their automatic thought is, um, I'm not going to bring her name. I know who you're talking about, but she's all. I won't even say that. She is automatically going to come up because they believe they know it all. And the fallacy to that is they do not know it all. That's the truth. And that is the truth, because if you really knew it all, then you're not human. You cannot be human and know it all. So if you automatically think that you do, your mental state is already it's not correct.
Right. That's true. Because exactly, I like that, because if you are know-it-all, you're not human, because there's not any humans that know it all. So very good point.
Yeah,
Very insightful.
we all make mistakes. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yes. And you're not a know-it-all, Frank. I've heard you say apologize all the time, and you also don't like a know-it-all is one of those people that are always like that's very different than somebody who is straightforward or an honest, like, straight shooter. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, let's go over to Tabby's live now. So I guess I can end this and we can go over there. Is anybody here? Let me drop her link so that we can go listen to what she said. And she also, Frank, I don't know if you saw her message to you. She said that it's on the screen here. She's not mad at you or whatever. So,
Coffee Beans, she doesn't.
Okay, cool.
What was that?
Oh, Coffee Beans was saying that she thinks you know it all, and I said, no, you don't.
No, I don't.
I don't know it all, and I'm almost 62, and I'm still waiting to know more.
I'm not. Coffee Beans, you have the wrong impression of me, because I definitely don't. And I have had to eat crow many times and apologize many times. Like,
me too.
And I love to learn, because, I think I love listening to somebody who's just like really wise, and they're not know-it-alls, but they just seem to know it all, like,
Exactly.
I love listening to somebody that like that, but they're also humble. And that comes with wisdom, and that comes with humility and education, and also listening. Listening is super important. And I try to listen and learn from my mistakes. Like, and I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just saying, like, I can see like why you might think that, because sometimes it's just but I'm not at all, like, at all. I wish that
I learn from you guys. I'm learning from you and from Frank, and
right.
I learn from you guys.
Yeah, maybe someday, maybe like when I'm 80, I might know it all. I don't know. I don't think we can ever, get to a point where we know it all. And,
No.
And so I make mistakes all the time. Actually, I shouldn't have even, I should have calmed down before I went live. Cause I was wrong in that. I should have freaking taken, instead of just, I didn't like the way I was talked to, and I'm over it. I'm over how I was talked to now, but and that's why it would have been better to just calm down, so I know myself. I get over it fast. But
I'm a fast reactor. When I get angry, I react to it before thinking about it. So my daughter has to sit there and go, Mom, that's enough. Stop.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that very, very much. So
yeah, because I've that's something I've learned with with age, is like that I am a reactor, and
me too.
that's why I can't watch the troll channels, and people want me to watch them, because when I hear it secondhand, it's not as upsetting. Okay. Or if I can't sit there and watch, like, because a lot of times there's so much misinformation and lies, and lots and lots and lots and exaggerations on when you get in these situations, and miscommunication. It's just, and so when you sit there and you're hearing somebody talk about you, and the stuff that they're saying is just completely false, it just can be so like frustrating. You'll like want to scream, I'm gonna drop Tabby's link. You appreciate that you can talk about things in reflection. Oh, thank you, Jane Penny. I love to. I don't find anything wrong with apologizing and stuff. I don't understand why people like some people think it's like I understand there's a pride issue, but I don't know. I've never been one to be embarrassed to say I'm wrong, but I do get
I
that.
never see. I'm not like that. I will always tell you I'm wrong. What my problem is I'm bad about holding a grudge, and so I know that it's not right. I know it's wrong, and I'm working on that. See, still working on that stuff. I admit it.
Yeah, I feel like I am too forgiving, and
I can be.
we're in a way that's bad, for
But you're supposed
myself.
to be forgiving.
Yeah, because I let people continuously do horrible, treat me bad just because they apologize or whatever. So
Right.
I try to. People warn me all the time, and like, hey, that because they get mad and people get frustrated. A lot of people in here, like, that's why I guess a lot of people were upset, or some people were upset that I went on Benny's and stuff because they feel like, but like I tell you, like, I just am so, I don't let stuff like that bother me forever. I'm not mad anymore. Like, why? And I don't see a problem with going on somebody's panel and discussing a common interest. It has nothing to do with like who's friends and who's not friends or whatever. We're speaking on a common interest. He has a very good, he has a viewpoint from this with the situation that nobody else, any creator, has, because he spent the most time around him. I just want to hear his experience, okay? And we can compare notes and talk on it. It doesn't mean that we're like have friends behind the scenes. Like, it's all like just, I guess, business. I don't know, certainly, if you call it. It's just a common interest that we talk about here on YouTube only. We don't text.
He was kind. He was good to you. It was a really good live.
Yeah, and I asked him. The only thing was off limits was like, I felt bad that, first of all, I love Jimbo, okay, from the stand, and I think Jimbo's like a really good person, and I had found out about what was going on about Jimbo and him the same night that Penny was asking me if I was going to be going on Benny's panel on actually Tuesday. It was supposed to be Tuesday at first, I guess. I didn't really know the exact day, but I guess Benny was telling people to say, I don't know. And I said, I guess, sure. That as soon after, it was like, I remember, and then I started to find out, like, I felt so horrible when I found out about it, because I'm like, great. Like, and so I text Jimbo when I was reminded when I came on here and told everybody I was going to be on Benny. Somebody had mentioned Jimbo thing. I'm like, oh man. And I was like, because I kind of forgot about it. I'm like, oh man, thanks. I was glad they mentioned it because I needed to text him and be like, I am so sorry. Like, I hope that you understand. And I knew Jimbo would understand because he looks at things like similarly to me. But I also understand Jimbo's side because I've been there in his situation, where, when Benny was coming after me and stuff. But so I felt really conflicted, but that was one thing I did not want really to discuss anything bad to come up about him. Okay. I did for a split second, but thankfully in private chat, Penny deterred him and had him change the subject, because back in private chat, like, hey, I thought we weren't going to bring up Jimbo. Okay. So it was only for a split second. That was fine. I just, okay. And then also I didn't want to talk about Athena because I had just been crying about the situation and stuff. And, people were making videos where they were like rubbing it in that I had to rehome Athena, or that I'm going to have to rehome Athena and stuff. And, you know, I was backstage before we even went live crying to, I never thought I would be confiding in Benny. It wasn't really Benny too. It was Penny was there too. If it was just him, I don't even know if I would have been able to, but I was sitting there crying like, you know,
crying for you.
Benny was so nice. He's like, he just like, do you want me to reset schedule? And we were supposed to be live like right then. He's like, I'm like, we're supposed to be live now. And like, you know, everybody's thinking, you know, counting on it, and and we were waiting on this Libby and Duchess to get there. And I'm like, well, if I cancel tonight, are you guys still have Libby and them on too? And it's like, well, they're coming to talk with you. And I'm like, oh man, well, and like Penny thankfully talked me out of like rescheduling. But Benny was like many times asked me, he's like, it's totally fine. So, but I was I can't tell you how so close I was to rescheduling last night, but thankfully it made me feel better. I was distracted, and yeah, so it ended up really good. And I think we, you know, stayed on the topic, and I had a good time. And people let their minds go crazy and turn it into some kind of weird conspiracy, like we're working behind the scenes. And it's not like that at all, guys. Okay. So I just dropped Tabby's link one more time. Oh, wait, hold on. She's saying I won't be on long. I don't want to go over there. Let me pull up her live and make sure she's not. Let me see how much. I don't want to end if she's just going to be getting down now. Hold on.
And then she started saying some more stuff, and Ziggy asked for her.
Okay, let's just go over the tabbies, guys, okay?
Sounds
all right,
good.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys later, okay? I'll see you in tabbies. Ziggy bomb, okay? Like Dolly bomb, put Ziggy bomb. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.